Let's check the fluids on our 2025 Outback. This will apply to most of the Outbacks. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. Let's check the fluids. First of all, we have our coolant expansion tank. Most of our coolant is in our radiator. You never want to open this when the engine is hot. You can feel it. So if you do want to open it, you know, my engine is cold, so you can screw it open and you'll see a little bit of coolant floating right there, and that's what you want to see. So we'll go ahead and close that. Again, never open that while temperature is warm. So here is your expansion tank. So this is where you would fill it. Now to check this, the fluid level in the expansion tank will change as the car gets hot and cold. So you can see that raised line right here, it says full. And then the other one, which is way down here, the raised line right about there, that says low. So it wants to be somewhere in the middle. And so it will change as the car heats and cools. So anywhere in there is fine. If that's, you know, at the low line, like nothing to be majorly concerned about. Now from the coolant, we'll go check the brake fluid. So this is your brake fluid reservoir. I like to check it by taking a light. You can usually use your phone if you want. Check the quality or the condition of it. So you can see how it's pretty clear, maybe slightly yellow, which is what you want. Once it starts to get darker yellow, basically like a banana, as it gets dirtier, it'll turn brown. And you want to keep it pretty clear, pretty clean. And the level is on the side here. There's the same thing, minimum and a maximum. See it right here. That says max, that says min, somewhere in there. So we're gonna go ahead and check our oil, and this is your oil dipstick on this particular Subaru. It'll mostly be around here somewhere. Typically, you want to let the car run for a few minutes, let the oil cycle and circulate. So you're gonna want a rag. And we have our dipstick here, of course. So go ahead and pull it out. First thing you do is clean it off, because there's going to be oil all over it since the oil is cycling. And put it in, pull it right back out. And you can see here, it's looking pretty good. So it's got to be somewhere in between those two dots. Sure you can tell. Yeah, somewhere between those two dots. So there's a good visualization. It's right at the top dot. So then go ahead and put it back in. Now if you do have to top your oil off, you're going to be right here, and they're pretty tight most of the time. The good news is, most of the time, most vehicles, it's going to have your engine oil type on there. So 0W20 is what you want. 0W20. And while we're here, we can check the belt. So you have your serpentine belt or alternator belt running here. So what you want to check for is on the side that has ribs. So right here you want to get nice and close and see that there's not any cracks or anything like that. May not be able to see it with the camera, but this one is pretty new, so it's looking good. So if you're starting to see some like small cracks on the edges or on the ribs anywhere, fraying on the top perhaps of the belt, it's a good time to get another one. You know, if this breaks, you're kind of stranded because your alternator won't charge your battery. And then we have our, air filter in here, so you can check that.